welcome to presenting Carp and Tackle. I'll do a video today of rigs and tactics I use when carp fishing, and I've done one video before this with me and my friend. It was just an update of when we went fishing that day, but yeah, new to this video and vlogging stuff, so I'm just gonna try my best and kind of see what the rigs I've got. Normal, this is my bottom bait rig. I normally just keep to using plastic corn. And here's a pop-up rig. They're both quite similar. One's, I use fluorocarbon, so I just tie it to my main line. Just pins, I think it's just heavier with the rig tubing to pin it down to the bottom, but it'll just stay flat when that's with my line. That's what it'd be like on the bottom. I also use Garden Like Trickster heavy brown braid, not the coated one, just the normal one. I think it's a bit more supple with my pop-up rigs. The other ones are maybe a bit too heavy. It doesn't look as natural in the water. That's £20, and it'll just literally sit just like this. I've used like the tied it, so I've looped it round a couple of times, then pulled the hair back and done another 3 turns. So basically, as it sits in the water like this, the hook will be down like a claw. And I'm using quarter Choddy V hooks just because it's an upturned eye. It's about 25 degrees, I think. Just helps because I don't use any rig tubing or anything. I just don't think like you need to really. These hooks, they just curve straight over, so it'll just catch every time into fish's mouth, so it'll just suck it in, bang, straight away. But yes, that's my pop-up rig. On that I was using the blue Clockwork Orange from Mainline. I think they're just they smell amazing. Yeah, so onto my bottom bait rig. I normally always have a rod with plastic corn. Just made these up now. Yeah, so I think they're just plastic corn just works well anywhere really. I always like to, and if it's not working or I'm getting bites on, I don't know, my pop-up boilies, or if I have 3 rods out, I might have one on there. Like a bottom bait, I have a tiger nut or just a straight bottom bait boilie, or a cell. But with this I'm using fluorocarbon all the way through again, just to pin it all down. I've cut the swivel off both leads because I think I'm using such short hook lengths. This one's about 4.5, 5 inches. I just think the shorter it is, as soon as the fish picks it up and tries to move away with it, there, just hit straight away, and I think it just hooks them, because I've been done lately so many times where I'm using longer hook length, and the fish just get away with it. Like, compared to this size, what I was using, another like 3 inches, and I think they were picking it up and getting away with it so much, and I changed to a short hook length. It seems to be working, even though I haven't tested it that much this year. When I have used it, it has been really effective. So yes, that's pretty much the basics of what I do. Normally with the bottom baits I use the fluorocarbon because it's much heavier, pins it to the bottom, and the uncoated braid. And I'll normally we use 2.5 ounce leads. It's just the average I like using. Yeah, and also I just want to talk about the Avid sight stops. I did use these a couple of times. That's why I've still got. They're not bad. I thought I'd like them a bit better, but they're not. I haven't used them much because they weren't working for me. They might work for you on your waters, but for me, they weren't really. So yeah, but so when I do go to my lakes, I normally, if I haven't fished the lake before or anything, or even the lakes I do fish, I always will PVA bag, just for pellets, simple pellets, crushed up boilies. Just even with your fingers, just crush them up. You don't have to go and buy them all them quarter crushers and all things like that. Just simply just crush them up with your hands or anything like that. A little bit of ground bait just clouds the water up. And I think PVA bag with mesh or solid bags are pretty much a good way to start on any lake that you first go to. You just get what the fish, give what the fish want. Yeah, that's about it. And always just keep everything, all your options open. I tie quite a few rigs before I go. I don't buy ready-made rigs. I just make all the ones I want up myself and adapt them to the lakes fishing if they're weedy or gravel pits or anything like that. So yeah, just try and be different. So that's it for the rigs I use. Really, that's just mainly they all just keep quite simple, and they all just are quite similar. So I don't think you need to be too complicated. Just keep it simple, and that should catch your fish. So I've got some more videos coming up soon. We're going out, catching a few fish, proving that these work. I'm sure they're not much different to most people's, but prove they will work, and hopefully see some more sessions. Thanks for watching.